talk, man. Let's talk and let's have this conversation. On this Human Rights Day, it just so happens, just so by the way, when I initially set up this conversation, I didn't realize that I'm setting it up on Human Rights Day. It just ended up being such a fitting conversation. Now that I think about it, the fact that we are here, the fact that it's Human Rights Day, and we are talking about this Facebook page. Well, technically it's an Instagram page, but I suppose you can also find it on Facebook, and it's called Share-2-connect. Share-2-connect. It's been running for a few months now, and it's grown rapidly. If you haven't seen it, please, I ask you nicely, go ahead and check it out. I mean, some of the stories are absolutely marvelous. It is breathtaking. It will make you emotional. 'n mens gaan huil. 'n mens wil huil. 'n mens sal huil. It's that emotional of a story. Just what this looks like and the way people are responding. The stories of your average Joe, man. But the face behind it all, you don't see him on camera, but you kind of hear his voice in the background asking the questions. His name is Cohen. He joins us in studio. He joins me in studio now this afternoon. We're on Facebook Live as well, so go ahead and check it out. Cohen, first things first, Human Rights Day. Good afternoon to you, bro. Thank you for taking a public holiday.
Thank you for having me.
It's lekker to have you, man. Okay.
I feel like I'm carrying everyone I've ever interviewed with me into this room with you.
Yeah?
today. Yeah.
How's it been so far?
Emotional, like you said, emotional. It's been like you're dealing with trauma, right? So it's exposes your own. So it's deep. It's really deep, and it's emotional because it's a human being that you're dealing with, that you're seeing right in front of you. You are seeing you. I'm confronted with me every single time. With every interview, I see me, and that hurts because sometimes, like sometimes you wish you could do more. But luckily with this platform, I've noticed that so many other people want to also help and they also want to do more. And then I can connect the people with each other because after the interview, I would ask the cell phone number or the location, and then I can connect. I connect the people, almost like an agent, and then and then give it and then connect them, and then that's the good part. But sometimes it's also like you wish you could do more. I think that's the crippling, emotionally crippling part where I feel like I wish I could do more, but I can't, or like I can't at the moment. But hopefully I can do a little bit more as time goes on.
Okay. How did this start though? Like, how did you even get to this platform? I know that it's quite recent, and already, I mean, on social media, the amount of followers has grown rapidly. The amount of views on these videos has grown exponentially as well. But how exactly did this all start?
It came to me as a whisper. I know I might sound so insane and mythical, but I changed gyms, and then something happened. Like I was like at a time in my life where I was just like, I was questioning purpose the whole time. Like purpose, going like, what do you really want, and who do you want to be before you die? I was like, okay, like death, I'm gonna die, so what do I want to do before I die? What can I do that can be of service to this world?
Wow.
Before I die. And I was like, how do you live your life every single day in accordance to that? Like, who do you want to be? And when you go sleep, are you going to be proud of what you've done today? And I wanted to live my life in that way. And then the whisper kept on telling me, move towards people. Like, ask them what's the most painful thing that's ever happened to them. And once I get the truth from them, I realize, oh my word, this person is me. I'm talking literally to me, and I'm not alone. Because I feel like sometimes the ego wants to separate us, but the heart, and when you actually get to know somebody and what happened to them, it connects.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think like it came to me as a whisper that kind of forced me to interview people, and I kind of tried to put it off for as long as possible, but I realized that I was just gonna hurt myself if I like just suppress this little voice that keeps on telling me to do it. And then at some point I just gave up. I was like, okay, fine, I'm listening, I'm doing it, I'm going, I'm moving. And then this beauty happened, and then seeing other people.
Sure.
And I'm still also trying to wrap my head around what's happening.
Yeah. The one that has gotten 1.1 million views. Let me see if I can just play it quickly. Here we go.
I lost a mother. That time I was small. This year, my mother gave me. She said, "You mustn't forget me when I die." Yeah. Then I didn't take it to my head. I just take like no, just making a show. And I see I lost her. And I lot of pain come. Then my father tried to calm me down. I'm just being the man I am now. Now I'm here. My mother is not here. I'm just scuttling here, far at home. I'm struggling. Lot of stuff be happening to me. I'm trying to get something to eat in my stomach. I have nothing to do at home. Nothing work. Don't have an ID. I must still make my ID. Now the people look at me. I'm a baby. I'm not a baby. I'm just a child of God.
Sure.
It's a child of God. That line. Yeah.
Yeah, I realized that like this is like one of those moments where society, just by the looks of them, would have judged them immediately.
Immediately.
Judge them,
Immediately.
you know.
Don't give them a time of day.
Yeah, to hear their story, to hear their journey,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But like, how has this like impacted you? I mean, to have this type of stories, bro. Like, and also, how do you choose the people? Like, it's just you walking down the street,
I
and
think he
then
chooses it. I think whoever the source, God, Allah, whatever you want to name it, he chooses it. Because what I would do is before I leave the house, I would be like, take me towards the story you want me to tell, and then I get to the people, and that's the story I tell. It's not. I feel like something is sending them to me, and then I get to share it with the world.
yeah.
I'm not gonna apologize for crying.
No, don't, man. This is this is.
But yeah, I feel some because before I leave the house, I would go on my knees and I'd be like, take me to the story you want me to tell, and show it to the world.
Yeah.
And then that's what you guys get to see.
100%. I think part of it also. I think a lot of what we do, and it's interesting you saying this because funny enough, as a radio station, as K-Pulpit, I think we are also very intentional about people's stories
Yeah.
and people's journeys. You know, in actual fact, we put out content recently, and in the content that we put out, one of the things that we put out was speaking about standing for Christianity, standing for innocent people, standing for Jesus, broadcasting Jesus, and hearing the stories of people who are struggling.
Yeah.
You know,
You.
giving people a
That person
platform.
is you.
Yeah.
That person is you.
And sometimes you don't realize that until you hear their story. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you see yourself in them, and yeah, you see yourself. You're confronted with yourself. You know, because I don't think sometimes they don't have a choice. What we get bought into is not a choice. You know, our circumstances. That's not a choice. You know,
Yeah. Because you were born into it.
you're born
Right?
into it. Yeah, like he didn't ask for his mom to hit him over there, and have that mark that he'll have forever. You know, but that was his mom, and he still mourns his mom. But his mom, like, basically abused him.
Wow.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Okay.
Sorry for it's like it's deep.
No,
It's
it
deep, but
is. No, it is.
yeah, it's really. But I feel like this is kind of also healing. It's been also healing to see in some way, because, but also allowing people to cry and allowing people to talk about
Mm.
like the deep, like the deep trauma that they've been through.
I love that. Cohen, thank you for coming in. Thank you for speaking to me today. Thank you for your page, man. We get to see the stories of people. We get to realize that, let's not judge people.
That person can be you.
Some of them look good. Some of them look like they've got things together until you hear their story. You see, you look at the way they're dressed and you think they've got it all worked out. They've got life planned out. And then you give them an opportunity to just have a moment of truth and honesty. And you realize, but you don't have it all together. One of the things that I share with the listeners and with South Africa all the time is that as a Christian, our job and our duty is not to always have it together. Beyond all else, we can't always have it together. Right?
I think having it all together is an illusion. It's something that we're trying to perpetuate when we're supposed to actually be like, listen, it's a mess right now.
And be honest about it.
Be honest
Be
about
honest about
be honest
it.
about
You
it.
know?
Be authentic about what you are feeling and your situation, because we all need help. We need all the help we can get.
100%, man. So, listen, do me a favor. Go ahead and check it out. Go ahead. Go onto the Facebook page. Go onto the Instagram page. Share the number 2-connect. Share-2-connect. And go ahead and listen to the stories, man. Watch it. Listen to it. It's emotional. I can tell you because I got emotional watching it. There's a few stories that I could resonate with, and I could feel the emotion coming from these individuals sharing their stories. And a man's else is a baba. Honestly, man. Honestly. Okay, 3 minutes before, we've got news coming up. Well, not news, but weather and traffic. Before any of that,
Cliff Demas on the afternoon drive. Lamentations 3 verse 24.
Lamentation 3 verse 24.
The Lord is my portion, says my soul. Therefore I will hope in him.
The Lord is my portion, says my soul. Therefore I will hope in him.
Therefore I will hope in him.
taking us to the top of the hour, Gerard Steyn with a break free. In case you missed it, Game of the Day riddle me this. How many months have 28 days? And yes, it's an easy one, it's a simple one. It's Human Rights Day, man. I don't want you to overthink too much, Abichi. But if you know the answer, pop it to me on the WhatsApp line 081 729 1657. How many months have 28 days?